Hey guys, it's Heather from Kell of a Plan, and today I'm going to be making a summer reading tracker list using these new half sheets from the new back to school line. I love these half sheets. They might be my favorite half sheet that the Happy Planner has ever come out with. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some out. Okay, I love these half sheets. They are yellow around the edges. They say notes on this banner, and then the back has this cute little reminder and a place to journal. So I'm going to be using this to make a summer reading list. I have already made this book tracker for the year. I have a video on this. I'll link it in case you want to check it out. But my goal this year is to read 5 books a month, and I've pretty much been on track. I'm a little bit behind in May, so I need to read 2 more books before the end of May, but I still have a few more days, so I can probably get that done. And then it's also on the back, and as I finish a book, I write the title and then I highlight it, and it tracks all the books that I've read this year. I love this book tracker. I love how it's worked out for me. But what I'm going to do now is, now that it's summer, I've had a lot of people ask me to create a summer book list of books that I want to read this summer. Not books that I have read, but books that I want to read. So I go to the beach. I'm actually going to be at the beach as you're watching this video. And so whenever I go to the beach, my favorite thing about going to the beach is sitting on the beach or sitting by the pool and reading. I usually read a book a day when I'm at the beach because I literally sit there and read all day long, and it's amazing. So whenever I go to the beach, before I go to Half Price Books. I know the Half Price Books is not located everywhere. If you're in Texas, it's an amazing bookstore. If you live somewhere else, maybe you can find a similar type of bookstore. But basically the books there are always half price. So like normally this book is $16.99 and they have it for $8.50, which is literally half price. That's why it's called Half Price Books. And then over Memorial Day weekend, they had an extra 20% off sale. So these books were pretty cheap. So I went and I picked out 5 books for the beach. And usually when I go to Half Price Books, the thing is they don't always have brand new books. So I went with a list of like brand new books that I really wanted to read in case they had them, but they didn't have any of them. So then what I normally do is I go through and I look at the authors that I know I love. So I love these 3 authors and I hadn't read any of these books by them. And so I chose these. One reason I chose them is because they're really thick books and I'm a really fast reader. And so books like this one, this size, I could read in a day at the beach. These are a little bit thicker, so I'm hoping maybe they'll last me a day and a half. We'll see. Maybe 2 days, depending. So I purposely chose thicker books. So these 3 are by authors that I know and I love. These 2 are just, I've never actually heard anything about these authors. I've never heard anything about these books. But this one is based during World War II, and I love books based during World War II. And then this book is technically also based during World War II, but it's based in America during World War II, I believe, if I remember correctly. I think it's based in Tennessee. And so they were also all great prices, half off of the listed price, plus another 20% off of that. So I'm super excited to read these. So these are going to be the first 5 books that I list on my summer reading list. And then what I'm going to do is I want you to recommend me other books that I should read this summer. I do read more in the summer than any other time of the year because I love to go out to my pool with a book and float around and read for like an hour or 2 a day. So I do purposely read more in the summer. So if you've read a book lately that you love, let me know so that I can add it to my list. But first I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to turn this into a reading list. So right here it says notes, but I want to change this and I want it to say books. Okay. And then I'm going to write summer probably up here. So I'm going to go to my alphabet book to the black letters. I'm going to grab my tweezers. And because the letters that are on here are white, I'm thinking that it's going to be easy for me to just cover them up with these black letters, and you'll never even know that there was a white letter underneath it. So, summer. This one you can see a little bit more because of the O, but I don't think it's going to be super obvious at first glance. Okay. Alphabet book. Now I'm going to grab one of my favorite pens. Let's move all these extra sheets because I don't need them. And up here, I'm going to letter the word summer. If you are looking for a good brush pen, especially if you're new to brush lettering, this one that I'm using is amazing. The tip is tiny, so it's so easy to control. Allie from According to Allie recommended this one to me. I will put a link in the description so that you can check it out. And I'm pretty sure there's like different types of pens that you can put in these pen holders. So this one is the brush lettering one, and I love it so much. You just screw it in. It's amazing. I love it. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to thicken some of these downstrokes just to make it look a little more brush letter E. Okay, now this is from the new Purple Student Book, and I'm thinking that it would be cute to lay this in the corner. And then put this one maybe down here in this corner. And then I'm going to flip it over. Technically I could use my punch, but if you don't have the punch, you could just use an X-Acto knife and cut right along those edges. And then peel it off. Okay, so that's a way to get the punch in there if you don't have the punch. So, excuse me, this is looking really cute. On the back, what I want to do is I'm thinking the back will be a good spot to put reviews of the books. Like, did I like the books? So I'm going to lay this little strip like so. Then I'm going to grab my alphabet book again. I'm going to go back to the black stickers. So I is the middle letter in reviews. Sorry, that's what I was doing there for a second. I was like counting off the letters because then I like, is there only one W? What? We're gonna have to make our own W. So I took a V and I cut off part of the middle. Then I'm going to take the other V and I'm going to cut off the opposite side. And just like that, we have a W. May not be the best W, but it's a W. All right, so I'm sorry, my cough is really bad this morning. I know that's annoying. All right, so here I'm gonna write how did you like the book? How did you like the book? And then I can review them on the back. So on this side, now what I need is I need to put checklists for each book. So I'm gonna grab this mega sticker book. Okay, not over there. I know these have, there we go. They're in the back. I think I want to use these because they go along with these. And I'm going to use them, I'm going to lay them like this. And this is where I'm going to mark the books. And I'm going to try and make the banners match these banners. So I started with this color. One thing that I think is funny is when I first looked at this banner page, I didn't think that there were going to be banners that matched these banners because I just saw like the bright colors. But once you take away some of those bright colors and you're just focusing on these colors, you're like, oh, they actually match perfectly. How many books is too many books to put on your summer reading list? Okay, so I'm going to finish laying these down. I'm not going to make y'all watch me lay down every single banner. There it is. I was like, where did that sticker go? And then we will be back to wrap it up. I went ahead and I put page flags down the page. I wrote the 5 books that I've already gotten. I wrote 3 books that I want to get. There's one other book that I want to get that I forgot to write. So I'll write that one down. And then I have some more spots that I need to fill in. So if you have any book recommendations, definitely write them down or put them in the comments. The great thing about this half sheet is I can pull it out and take it with me to the library when I need, or the bookstore when I need to get new books. So I love it. I think it turned out really cute. And I hope that you loved it too. So if you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button, and happy planning.